record. Okay, we're just gonna do this. This assignment, and then I think there's someone's gonna join. Let's wait for it. I think there's one member to join. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Today we're going to do. We just want to do this homework of this week, and then we're going to explain what is list, what is data structures or list that Python has. Then we do a little bit of function, and then we do the homework of this week of this week. So there's other guys. List are built-in data types of the Python. We have so we have 4 of them. There's the one that shows the collection of data, dictionary, and then list. We see it with what you call. Let me say, okay, my list. Let me type down my list. Assign operator. List we see with a square bracket, and then the dictionary. My things. We see we take curly bracket, and then we see with round bracket. We have the list, which we're going to focus most of today. It's immutable. List is immutable. Is immutable to change, and then it's all that. It means you cannot change it. Or if you put so if you put apple, banana, orange, you cannot change the order of the apple, banana, and orange. If you're adding the new one, yes, you add it to the last. See, when we do the append page, where you adding the new list of the when adding the list, the new list of the append or of the list. So, and then table the order, and then dictionary we can change also the order. So the importance of the list is when maybe we need a collection of the list that we want to send, maybe the list of the class, list of the book keeping. Want to keep it on our list. We use either list or dictionary. And then we have, and then also we have in Python, the function are organized. That is section. Oh, empty. Let's say want to do short function comments. A function has a keyword that Python built in. So you find a function, you go to the fe, let's say greeting, let's come out and then open it round brackets and then colon. And then you say enter hello. Someone want to speak? And then say print, say hello, hello world, close, and then you say return. That's the end of the function. Returning means it's returning our message that we call. So the pattern can run. Say okay, we're calling a function which is greeting, and then it goes inside. Say okay, it says okay, greeting. What a greeting is okay, print hello. And then when it's done, it says return. You're coming back to finish with the block of your function. And then if you want to use the function to run the same, then you want to print that function. And then you're calling it, or you say invoking the function. You say greeting, you're calling it name, greeting. And then we are done. It should run. Stay list. Oh shit! I called the wrong. I used the wrong name to create. Okay. Let's see if you. When I was calling it the last one, I used the wrong name in a calling greeting, and then I can save. Then
what's the difference between this?
so when I'm running the code, it says print hello, and then it does run. So we'll try to answer this last week question and putting the comma when so what the difference between putting the exclamation mark when you okay, I think I'm not sure. Okay, so I think I get you. You mean on our code? I like here. I like this.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or
because normally I see that the exclamation mark.
They put everything within the exclamation mark in our Python or any programming language. It doesn't matter because it's just the strings of weight that you can put
Okay, not
either.
a problem, thanks.
Yeah, we can take it out, you can put it, doesn't matter, just the way that you want to put. So people, they like to put the exclamation mark. It got nothing to do with the programming or the settings of the language. So thanks
Noted, thank
thanks for okay, let's go to we're going here. Hello, Ubano Kurumayo. Okay. In our assignment, they said create an empty list called my list. So we're gonna go create a new file. Say my list file. When you're creating an empty list, you name it, give it variable name my list, and then you assign, use equal sign, you say assign, and then you create, this is an empty list. That means you're done with the first question. And then what is the second question? Append the following element to my list: 10, date, 10, 20, 30, 40. So it means you must have a list of 10, 10, 20, 30, 20. To append in the list into your code. Remember we said, sorry. Remember we said the list does not change the order, but you can add, the more you add it, the last to the end of the last loop. So from here, we're gonna say, because we already put it here, we already created a list, my list, and then it's an empty. Now we need to put those 10, 20, 30, 40 into the list. Then we say we use for loop for, let's just say use I as a variable in range. We use range so that they can give us the number. They say from 10 and 20, 10 and 20, I mean 10, 20, 30, and 40. So we're gonna start. Remember Python, when you put the numbers, list of numbers, the first number is inclusive. It means when you put it, it's counted. And then so we're gonna use within 10, and then we put 50. So it's gonna say 10, 20, 30, 40. But it's not gonna put. But in order to not put, because now if we put like this, it's gonna say 10, 11, 12, until 50. But they need them 10, 20, 30, and 40. So we must separate with 10 in them. So the third variable or third argument is always divided between the division between those things. So 10, you say 10 and then jump 10 numbers, it's 20, 10 numbers, 30, and then we say the list that we can say my list. Remember we added the number there, then dots, because we put in the method append, and then inside the method we put the I that is gonna run this one. So this I is gonna say, okay, within the range of 10, and it's gonna put 10. It goes, okay, I must jump 10. It say 20, put 20, and then it jump, and then it says 30, jump 10, 40. And then I'm gonna exit the loop, but I wanna print the list. close. Because remember, when I exit the loop, I'm using the indentation or the block space. So I went back so that I can exit this. So now let's check it. Does it print what you wanted? So run Python, my list. Well, it does. You can see that it says 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is what they wanted for us. So we did this 10, 20, 30, 40 that they wanted. So now they say insert the value 15 at the second position in the list. Okay, we go back to that code. We go back to that code. They say we must insert the value 15 in the second position. So remember we have 10, 20, 30, 40. So in our list, use insert. There's a method called insert. So you can say my list dot insert. Is it insert, right? Insert and then open. Okay, I think there's a message. Okay, thanks, because I'm gonna explain one sometime this one. They say okay, must insert on the second value. Okay, one. Then we must insert 15. And then print. Here, remember on the insert method, when you put the first value, because it takes two values. When you put the first value, it's a value. When you put the first value, it's the value of the position, and then the second value, which is 15, is the value of that number that you want to put. So when they say okay, insert the value on position, let's go here. Insert the value 15 at the position, at the second position. This is our first position. Second position is 20. Third position is 40. And then fourth position is 40. Bear in mind that in the index, because these are positive index, seeing when you use a list. So the index, the first index is 0. The second index is 1. That's why here I put 1, because it uses the second index. So let's see. And let's print. Then let's print the new list. List. So I went back. You see, the new list now is 10. The second list 15. The text goes njalo. So, okay. Someone said I want us to explain the range. The range in Python, it's a keyword that is meant that counts the numbers. If you say I want you to print the number between 1 and 5, so the range is going to be the number between those 1 and 5. So it's a list that is being counted, but it's a built-in method of the Python. So when you say range, that range method in for loop, it counts the numbers between a certain number. So here, that's why when they say they wanted the list between 10 to 40, the list of 10, 20, 30. That's why we can say please print between 10 and 50. But because we wanted the list to jump 10, we added the third value, which that third value is the one that jump every time. Every loop that goes, it jump 10 numbers. But typically, if we just wanted just a list only, we're gonna just put 10 and 50, or 1 and 5. So the range, it's a keyword that count the number, a certain number that we want. Is it clear? Akuto, are you fine with the explanation?
Yes, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Okay, we're done with this. Insert the value of 15 at the second position. And then now they say the fourth question says extend my list with another list. So now we have a new list which is 50, 60, 17. We're going to use the extend method. Let me give it comments. And then when it extend, I'm going to create the list extend. See, and which was, let's say, 50, 60, 70. And then extend the list, I'm gonna say my list using the old list, and then I'm using the old list. The old list is the one that is 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. And then I say dot send, open brackets, and then I'm putting the new list send list. I think we're good. Printing extended list. You notice I used my list because I extended the list. I did not want to put the extend list, but I want to use the list that they said you must print. Hey, that was fast. Okay, hopefully we'll be done this one. Okay, let's find an error there. Let's send my lowest. What did I put an error? You see now I hope you see my screen. They've extended the list. We have 15, we have 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We have extended our list. And then we go to, but I'm not really sure what was the purpose of this one. Okay, see number 5. Okay, we're gonna see number 6. Number 5, remove the last element from the list. Remove the last element from the list. When we remove we can use, there's a lot of, there's a few, 2 or 3 methods. So we say my list is my list dot. I like pop because no matter what you do, you know that, okay, the last list is the one that end with, let me just bring my list. Remember our list was last element was 70. We use the pop method, which says you remove, and then I use -1, negative indexing. So the negative indexing start from -1. When we say -1 is the last list, you remove. -2, the second last list, January. You see now we have 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. 70 is no more. So we remove that last list. Let's before we run out of time. Okay, we remove the last list and then sort the list. Here I'm just gonna tap, even though because I think the list is sorted already. When you sort the list, we use a method, a built-in method called sorted, and then you put that list that you wanna sort. But our list is sorted already. So I'm just gonna, even though I don't think there will be any different, because when they say sort the list, thank you, Peggy. Yeah, by default, it will remove the last. Because if you don't put the -1, it will remove the last element by default. So let me try and run. You see this is the sorted list, say 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So certain in ascending order means from a small number to big numbers from us. And then the last one says find and print the index of the value 30 in my list. Okay, we have, you can see, okay, we can see here the value date is on number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But remember, in our lists are started from the index of the list. Start from 0. So we're gonna say 0, 1, 2, 3. So number 30 is on index number 3. Okay, let's go to it and try to change this thing. Say print. There's a print. You just say print, use a print, and then that's certain list that you want to print. And then here, when you want to find the index, you use the square brackets. Unlike when you just print, like the previous when because we're looking for an array, a certain space in a computer that has been allocated for us. So we put 3, and then we close that bracket and say closing with a round bracket. Let's go see. Can you find? So you can see on find and print the index. So we printed that number 30. We went from create an empty list. We remember how to create an empty list. Create empty list equal to or assign operator, square brackets, empty, which are empty, appended, use a for loop. And then we divide it between the 10 in them so that you can find 10, 20, 30, 40. And then insert the value of 15, which was 1, in second opposition. So we put 1 because start from 0, 1, and with the second opposition is 1, then in the list. Then extend the list, created the new list, and then we printed, we extended to our old list, just printed. Then remove the last list, we use the pop, but sometimes you can use, we still have time, we still have 15 minutes. Sometimes you can use remove. What is pop? Sometimes you can use remove maybe it's easy to remember remove. But when you use the remove, you select, you pick the number that you want to pick. It's either the value that you want to pick. They say we must remove at the last value. The last value was that 70. So we have to put 70 in order for this to. So that's why I prefer a pop, because you just put, it's easy to remember the negative value. You can see I still printed the take out that 70 is out. So it printed 10, 15, 20, 80, 40, 50. And then we went to sort the list with ascending order. And then we find and print the index of the value 30 in my list. The index is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, our date is on number 4 in the list, but it's number 3 in the index. I hope this was explainable and clear. And if there's someone else who wants, if there's any question that someone want to ask, so add one, please add 2 minutes. Yes. Let's get started. Okay, this time I'll try to use VS, because now I already have, I think I'm left with 1 minute. So using VS now is gonna be already too late. The VS. But this time I'm gonna use this because most of us are using VS. So I'm gonna try to use VS. That's as well as if there was any confusion for using Vim. So should we end the class? Because it's gonna close it. Thank you guys for attending. I think that's the end of the class. Wait, we stop this. Okay.